Doing any reading lately? There is some good reading out there for children. Raechel Barnes is here from BookSpring, and she has a new book to tell us all about. Thank you for being here so early.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. We love having you guys. This month's book is called Mess Monsters, and I love the front because it's so appropriate for children.
It is. It's a great book.
So tell us about the story.
The story is about a gang of monsters who wait under the bed and are enticed by extreme messiness in the room.
Oh.
And so when they come out, they just wreak havoc on the room. They smash toys, bang, chew up pillows, and this little child, who's neither boy nor girl named in the book, so it's very gender neutral for both, at first says, "I need the mess. This is how I play best." And then when he sees what the monsters are doing, he or she, my son is a boy, so he says, "Enough was enough." So I said, "Stop. I'm going to keep my room clean. You know, this is what my mommy tells me," and the monsters retreat to under the bed. And it's great because while they are monsters, they're real colorful, friendly, funny-looking monsters.
Yeah.
So I actually have had this book since my son was just a few weeks old.
Yeah.
And we would read it, but instead of saying, you know, these horrible monsters made terrible noise, I'd change it up, these big meanie monsters, and I'd show them the pictures and the colors. So it provides a lot of opportunities for teaching and changing it up so that it can grow with your child.
Yeah, let's look at what's on the inside. It is very colorful, and the monsters aren't so scary. My children watched Monsters, Inc., and the first time they were scared.
Yes.
But then, you know, they watched it the second time, and I think the colorful monsters, and the big furry one, I can't remember his name. He was a nice one, so they weren't so scared. But this is a great way to teach your children to keep their room clean, keep the monsters away by keeping the room clean.
And for a little bit older children, it's a rhyming book. So you can work with rhymes, colors, there's every shape in there. And in one of the programs that BookSpring has to offer that I volunteer with, I can use a lot of examples of how I use this book to work with the mothers at high schools to show them how they can really engage their children in reading. The hard pages so that they can turn the books themselves. I incorporate it into play. I always say, "Hey, stop," and hit the page. Yeah. My son loved it. Every time we were going to get to that point, he'd come running over so he could say, "Stop." And so I teach them basically how you can tell stories using the illustrations versus the words, or how you can basically use it as a tool to get the children just really involved in the story.
Right. And quickly, BookSpring, you guys donate thousands of books every year to children who don't have books at home. How many have you guys donated so far this year?
I'm not too sure about the number for 2010. I know that it's over 122,000 books currently. Their reach is of almost nearly 60,000 people.
That's wonderful.
And they get them to homes, books that don't have homes, medical clinics now, schools, and child care programs. And so they really do reach several areas in the community. So it's children, families, and the community benefiting from these books.
Excellent. Give us your website, too.
BookSpring.org is a brand new, beautiful website that they've just put up, and they're always in need of volunteers, and they actually have several programs so they can cater to a variety of people's interests. And there's a page called Get Involved. So anyone interested in BookSpring can hit the bookspring.org and see if they want to help.
Good.
So
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, if you have books, give Raechel a call. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.